Hi everyone, Angie here, coming on with the daily make of the hashtag Ephemerember Ephemer Makes, hosted here on YouTube by Barbara and Louise. We are on day 22. We're going to get right into this. Should be fairly cut and dry and easy. I have an idea of what I want to do. Let's see if we can get it to come together. How is everybody today? I hope everybody's well. The prompts are flower and paper doll. I have a couple paper dolls here. These are the Julie Nutting stamp dolls. I've stamped a couple of them and fussy cut them out. I initially did her because she's one of my favorites. I just love her hair. But then I want to incorporate kind of a paper fabric skirt on one of these girls, and I like her arms better. So I think I'm going to be using her. Okay. We'll see how it looks. So that's going to be my paper doll. And then for flower, I have this flower, it's kind of like wallpaper paper. I don't know if that's actually what it is. It's just embossed designer paper, but it's beautiful. Can you see that? So this is going to be my background for her. But I'm also going to incorporate one of these flowers. I'm hoping I'll be able to use this meadow flower, but I don't know how big and bulky it's going to look. But these are the smallest ones that I have as far as paper flowers, so I grabbed a few of those. So we'll see what's going to work. And I did grab a foam flower, but that's just too big and bulky. I would like to use that, but that's just too big. Okay, so let's move these out of the way. Set these things aside. We're going to have to focus on the skirt for my paper doll. Okay, I've got my glue gun on. I pulled out some sewing pattern paper and just a whole bunch of fabrics and laces and trims, and I just cut them in strips. And I just did that prior to turning on the camera, so it'd save a couple minutes. I've got tulle. I've just got some really sheer fabrics. I've got some little heavier cotton fabrics, all different assortment color. I've got crochet trim, and then here's where I cut the sewing pattern in strips. I've got ribbon and just all different kinds of colors, and we're going to make her a skirt. Okay, so we're just gonna, I think black probably be good to start at the bottom, and we're just gonna build and make her a nice floral, not floral, fabric full skirt, or outfit should I say. So hopefully if it turns out, it'll be a top and a bottom, a one piece like a dress. So let's just see how this is going to work. So I thought I would just layer them, alternating colors, bringing in the black, obviously to the back, and let everything pop off of that black. We've got a little bit of everything. We've got pinks and browns, and I wanted to have a vintage feel, so that's why I brought in some of the sewing pattern. So I want it to look vintage. Okay. And we're just going to layer those up until I think I have enough. Let's use some of this. And then just, kind of check it and look at how the colors are laying. If you like how the pieces are falling. Let's see, we don't have a piece of this in here. Let's get some of this. And the only thing I'm concerned about is getting it too thick. I think that's kind of wide. Let's cut that down. We'll use this piece that's got the ruffled edge. I've got another piece of this black. Maybe so, but not quite so to the front. Let's mix it in there a little bit. I like the ruffles, the fraying of that. Looks lovely. And just kind of decide when to stop. She's a very slender, tall paper doll, so we really don't need that much, but I want it to just look really, really full and pretty. We gotta have some crochet trim in there. Let's see. I guess that's full enough. Okay, let's keep out a piece of the ribbon. That'll be easy to tie with, I think. Oh, I've got to have some of the tulle. Wouldn't be right without having some tulle in there. You can kind of see it peeking through. Okay, so my thought was we'd just use the strips and then I would band it together with a quick tie on a ribbon. And hopefully I can get it to tie in the back. I haven't pulled out one of my Julie Knitting dolls in so long, and I love working with them, but I like to dress them with different papers and, you know, and fabrics as well, and make a big old scene with them. But we're not doing necessarily a full page. Okay, let's see how that looks. Okay, I like that because I want a little bit up top to work as the bodice, you know, the top, the blouse, the top portion. So let's see, this is kind of sticking out there. Let's see if we can pull that down without tearing it. Okay, and just get that really tight. Let's see. And I think I want it to be just something like that. See, and this is the top part of the dress, and then this will be the bottom. Okay, so to do that, I need to cut a couple slits around her waist because I want her arms to show. I don't want it just to look like she's got a head and a whole bunch of fabric. Do you know what I mean? So we've got to be able to see her arms. Hold on, let me cut this a little bit better. And I thought about bringing up my sewing machine. I do that a lot, but I'm gonna try to make this one without having to sew it. That makes it a lot easier, just combining all the fabrics and pieces together with a stitch. But I got my glue gun on. We're gonna try and just glue it down. With the glue. Okay, so we cut her arms out. And then my thought was I would, once I've tied these pieces together, I would thread it through her waist. And glue it off in the back. Let's see if we can get that to work. Something like that. I really like that. I don't like that sticking out so much though. Okay, I can work with that. So let's get it positioned. I'm going to tie it and then glue it. Shouldn't go anywhere. Oops, shouldn't go anywhere. I'm looking for my little silicone fingertips here. Let me grab one. Before I burn myself. Okay. All right, and then we can just trim the rest so we get it where we want it. Okay, I think that's secured enough for us to work with. Okay. Now let's get the shape right on the top portion. And we're just going to follow the shape of her blouse and just kind of go around. Snip her arm off there. I want it to kind of look like she actually has a waist. Normally what I do is run a couple stitches down with the fabric, but I'm not going to do that today. Now let's just kind of shape the skirt. And we're just going to tack that down with a couple globs of glue here and there. I need to grab another glue stick real quick, guys. Hold on one second. Okay. All right, here we go. Now we're cooking. All right. Just kind of keep working with these. Just put a dollop of glue here and there. As you can see, I'm just kind of bringing in all the pieces kind of so they're not so full, that her skirt's not quite so full. And just work with it until you get the shape you want. Kind of bring everything in just a bit. Should have brought in some book page. That would have been really good. I didn't think about that till just now. Okay, you can kind of see her arm there. Tuck this in just a little bit more. Okay, that's good enough. Maybe this side just a tad. Okay, I like it. Okay, and now we want to show her feet a bit. So let's just angle all these pieces, just all different lengths, different directions. Want her feet to peek out a little bit. I feel like I want to bring in a couple more pieces right there for some reason. Doesn't look full enough to me. Let's see here. Okay, I think I can live with that. And then we need to do something with her hair. So I brought in my alcohol markers. I'm just going to do her hair brown, I think. Let's find the brown. Ooh, that's pretty dark, isn't it? Do I have a lighter one? I do. Let me grab a lighter brown. Yeah, that's better. That's closer to like a vintage photo brown. And normally when I fussy cut right up to the edge, which I did not do on this one, so I may have to go back in and do a little more trimming around her head. We'll see how it looks. And let's bring in the blending tool and kind of blend that out a little bit. Okay. So you can kind of see her arms a little bit. That's good enough. Okay. And we need to do something with her feet. What color shoes should we give her? Oh, I didn't use any of this. I was going to use some of this. Oh, no, that's what it was. I wanted to use the flower right there around her waist. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, let's do that. And I'm going to give her, just looking at the colors here, do I want to give her pink shoes? I think I'm going to give her black shoes. And we'll do the little pink, well, those are straps. So go ahead, well, yeah, we'll do those pink. They should peek out through the fabric skirt a little bit, so you can see a little pop of color. Okay. Snip just a little bit more off so you can see her feet. Okay, then I want to get a brad. For the middle of my flower. Okay, let's plop that on. Okay. I think it would look better with a little stitching, but I'm going to skip that step this time. But there we go. Paper doll and flower. Now, I thought I would put her on here, on this flower background. I think that would accent her really, really nicely. I am going to trim around her head just the slightest bit. I don't like that much. Blank paper behind her head there. Blend too much in with the background. Just trim that up a little. It would help if I would get my smaller scissors. I don't know where they are. Okay. Very good. And let's just bring in a little vintage photo. Top there. We'll blend that in nicely. Very good. And we're just going to put her down on here, and I think I will make this a pocket page. And I had, so I don't need those flowers. Oh, this little envelope I made, and this was just with some faux rice paper or glassine, faux glassine paper that I made. And I thought I would like set this. And I'll have a little pocket to put a little, tuck a little note or something in there. So let's do that. Oops, got something stuck on there. Okay, let's get that down. And then before we put her down, I think I want to make this into a side tuck. So I'm trying to decide which side. So obviously this one, since I have the pouch on this side. So let's kind of find the middle. Right, maybe up a little bit. Bring in a little vintage photo. Oh, this paper takes to ink really, really well. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay. And I thought we'd do just a little bit of black splattering on here. I think I can do that before we put the doll down. Can't really see that too well. I'm thinking I want some larger splotches here. Let's grab a little white acrylic. I need a dab. Water that down. So we can get a few splotches of that. There we go. Going everywhere but where I want it. think I want a little bit on her dress. Not on her. Okay. Always fun making a mess. Okay, let's try some more black. Get a little on her dress. And see if we can get a little bit more on here. Kind of looks gray now because I mixed the white. Okay, we'll go with that. And let's put her down. I like it. Let me just wipe this up a little bit. Okay. Like my glue gun. Start cooling down. All right. There we go. What do you think? So I'll put this down on a page. We'll have a side tuck there. We've got a little envelope spot there to tuck in a little secret note or a little something for writing. And I think she fills up the page. Maybe a word element, huh? What do I have here? Let me pull out my words, see what we can find. Wish upon a star. It's kind of big. I don't like any of these words. Dream. Maybe dream. I like that black text there. Let's go with be brave. Slide that right in there. Yep. I can live with that. Okay. I think that's my make for today, guys. I have got for day 22, or day 23, I'm sorry, day 23, flower. And we've got the flower background paper, as well as the little flower in her dress, and paper doll, of course, you can see. And this is a page pocket that will go down on your page, have a side tuck, and then I've got a little something there. I want to be careful with that. That's not quite dry. Okay, so that is my make for today. What do you guys think? Hope you guys like it. I love using my Julie Nutting stamps when I can. All right, well, that is a wrap, guys. Thank you so very much for spending some time with me. I will see you on day 24. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.